Hi everyone, welcome back. This is JJ. I hope that you guys are having a beautiful day. Today's pick a card is going to be all about Mercury retrograde. So we just started Mercury retrograde yesterday, August 23rd, and it's going to be in the sign of Virgo and it's going to be there until September 15. So like always, these are general reading, but these are also for educational purposes to help you on your path, to help you on your journey, to help you heal and to grow and evolve as a human being. And yeah, like always, timestamps will be in the description box below. Like always, and I'll say it again, these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do have 3 oracle cards here, so option 1, 2, and 3. Pick the one you feel called to. I will give you guys a couple of seconds for those of you who do not want to hear all about this Mercury retrograde and the energy and kind of like what's been going on. If you don't want to hear that, fast forward to your selected option. Thank you so much to everyone who has been booking readings, and if you're here watching this video, I hope that you guys enjoy. I will see you in your selected pile for those who are not hearing the intro. So I'm gonna give you guys a couple of seconds. Okay, so what is going on with this Mercury retrograde? Mercury retrograde is in the sign of Virgo. How is everybody doing? Hopefully everyone is backing their stuff up. I know for me, I've been having issues with like my phone, with my computer, things like this. So I don't know if any of you have been having any issues like this with this Mercury retrograde, but it is in the sign of Virgo, and like I said in the beginning, it started yesterday and is going to be there until September 15, Septiembre 15, and it's going to be there with Venus, which, if we recall, is one of the planets that is in retrograde. So what does that mean? Because Venus will be going out of retrograde September the 3rd, right? So almost, ya casi. It's been quite a Venus retrograde, to be quite honest. I think everybody has been looking at like the relationships, but the most important relationship is with yourself. I feel here, at least that's what I've seen with the people that I coach and with the people that I do readings for, that I have the honor to connect with, and just the readings that come out on Patreon and on Instagram. Just it's all about self-love and kind of looking at yourself and revisiting a lot of old things from the past, like old wounds, a lot of Chiron energy as well. So for some of you, maybe this Venus retrograde was making aspects to your Chiron. So all of this to say that this Mercury retrograde, because it's making connections to this Venus retrograde, it can bring up some challenges. Remember, the way I see Mercury retrograde, I don't like to fearmonger here. I don't like to say that it's really bad or anything like that. No, it brings up challenges. But for me, Mercury retrograde is always about revisiting something, having the opportunity to look at something from a different lens. That's why there's this big conversation about people come back from the past. Yes, sometimes they do, but it's in order for you to see just how much you have grown, and if you want to continue that, or if you choose to go on a different path. And this is not only for people, like people coming back, this is also like work opportunities, work situations, this situations from the past of all kinds. Now, with that being said here, because it is with Venus retrograde, yes, there will be people from your past coming back around. I do feel like this is just for closure purposes, okay? I don't feel, for some of you, yes, you might rekindle something, but for others of you, I've been seeing this a lot in my readings. Spirit has been coming forward, telling people to really be mindful of the people that are coming back, and if you really want to bring them back into your energy, because for a lot of you, you're on this hero's journey, you're on a new path. That's why you've been doing so much work and so much letting go. I feel like you know who you are. If you're gonna resonate with this, because it has felt very profound. The healing that you've been doing is kind of like this healing of, I should have done that a long time ago, but for whatever reason, I didn't give myself the opportunity to do so. But now it's like Spirit kind of put us all here in this like in in this timeout, if you will, to kind of look at, you know, our own behaviors, why certain things are being repeated, how are we loving ourselves, are we putting ourselves as a priority. So if you've been on that boat, then you're on a hero's journey. You're on a hero's journey, and I feel like that's the collective, or that's the group of people that Spirit keeps saying, be very mindful of the people that are coming back from the past, because you have healed a lot of that baggage. Now, I feel like these people are coming back for some of you, or these situations from the past are coming back just to show you how much you have grown. I feel like for some of you, the people coming back, they're going to seem so unappealing. I'm so sorry, but that's kind of what is coming through. It's going to feel like I've done this before, right? And so it feels like that. So just be mindful of that, because that is coming up very strong. And like I said, all the readings that I'm doing with the people that I'm connecting to, because obviously if you're here, we're on the same wavelength, right? Also here, be very mindful, of course, with Mercury retrograde, just because there could be miscommunication. There always is. Be mindful of how we're communicating with others. This is a period of slowing down. This is a period of really thinking things through. Let's see, what else did I pick up here for this Mercury retrograde? This Mercury will be making connections to Jupiter, and Jupiter is in Taurus. So there might be big conversations, big epiphanies happening, just because Jupiter is the guru. Big epiphanies are on husbands for my ladies out there, because Jupiter is husband in the natal chart. But doesn't have to, it can be same sex as well, so with your partner. It's like big conversations that have been going on. It's like you're getting a different perspective on it through this Mercury retrograde. I do see a lot of that. The word that I heard when I was sitting before coming on camera and clicking play, and while I was shuffling, I heard is well, those of you who are watching this video, you guys are all about to enter the witness. They called it a witness phase, or a witness cycle, where you're just going to witness a lot of things. And this doesn't have to be bad. This can be really good too, okay? Because I also heard like you're going to witness all the fruits of your labors as well. The fruit of your labor as well, yeah. So big conversations will be happening, but again, slow it down. Do not jump to conclusions. Allow this, you know, like I always say, because Mercury retrograde is something that makes you reevaluate. I'm not surprised that these big conversations are happening, because this is usually what happens. New information comes in. That's why Mercury retrograde happens, so we can slow down, reevaluate, think things through. So when Mercury moves forward, then we know what to do, and we move forward with more clarity. So if you've been confused about certain things, when Mercury hits that aspect with Jupiter, makes those contacts, you will have these powerful conversations, epiphanies, things like this will be coming to the surface as well. Also amazing to bring your ideas to life with this Jupiter energy, because Jupiter expands. So be very mindful on what it is that you're focusing, okay? Just because, you know, our mind sometimes can be overactive, and Jupiter expanding it, just be mindful. Let's see, what else do we have here? And yeah, I feel like also, I don't know why, but I picked up a lot, and it could be because it is making this contact with Jupiter, like a lot of good things. I'm getting this energy of, that's what I said, you're going to witness a lot of good things. It's not a bad thing. It's like Spirit's like, you're going to be a witness of everything that you've worked on. Like everything is coming full circle. So it's actually going to be a really good Mercury retrograde for the collective. I don't feel like it's going to be like a really hard one. I feel like actually it's going to be very positive. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels very positive, very lucky as well too. I'm also hearing it's like you're getting to the climax of something that has been going on in your life, and I feel like that's that important conversation. So that is what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for all of you who have been or are part of my Patreon community. That's where it's ad free, by the way. I also got this new book that I feel like we're going to be reading soon in the the book club tier, but it's The Body Keeps the Score. I don't know if you guys have read it before. If you have, leave it in the comment section. I would like to know. So far, I'm like halfway through this, and it's really, really good. The way we look at pain, the way we look at trauma, and how it's stored in our body, and how, you know, how we showcase that. So I feel like this is amazing. I don't know if you guys already read it, if you guys are interested. This will be the next book that we will be reading, I feel like in a couple of weeks, and the book tier, the book club tier. But yes, that is my little announcement. I hope that you guys are doing great. I will see you in your selected pile. Bye. Hello, pile number one. I hope you guys are doing well. So we are in Mercury retrograde. How are you guys doing? If you guys skipped the intro, that is where all the Mercury retrograde info is at, and how the energy is playing out, or the way I'm picking it up and how I'm seeing it, how my guys showed me. Remember that these are educational readings to help you heal, to help you grow, to help you move forward in life, and to apply it in real life situations. So let's have a look here. I am shuffling because I am going to be pulling other cards here in front of the camera, but I do have here the main kind of like meat of the reading here. And this is from the deck Ancestor Spirit Oracle cards by Jade Sky. Ooh, for you guys. Okay, pile number one. There's a lot of like, what I'm seeing here is this chessboard. Connect with past loved ones, sense, feel, and reconnect. Okay, so for a lot of you, there is going to be a lot of ancestral energy around you at this time during Mercury retrograde. For some of you, you will be reconnecting with past, not past loved ones, maybe like coming in spirit, but I mean it more in like family members that you haven't talked to in a while, okay? Or there might be family things that come up for you to heal as well. There's a lot of feelings here in regards to tradition, family values, okay? Or maybe with a particular family member that is coming through. For some of you, man, I don't want to say this, but I think I will have to. For some of you, I feel like there is this like, I don't know if this is like the 1 year anniversary, anniversary of a past loved one, okay? And so that might be something that will put you in your feels a little bit here. But let's see what the cards have to say here. What else do we have here for this? Time for play, okay. Time to have more fun. I feel like it's going to be quite a mixture of emotions here for you, pile number one. It's not personal. Okay, so something here is not personal. You guys are saying do not take it personal. What else? And strength. So this Mercury retrograde might test your strength a little bit. And we're going to pull tarot to kind of see exactly what are they talking about. But this is your fresh start. I feel like you're getting like a preview of a new beginning for yourself here. And maybe even for your family. I feel like during this Mercury retrograde, your guides are encouraging you to connect with your inner child at this time to have more fun. We have the luck card coming out. So like I said at the beginning, if you skip the intro where I talk about Mercury retrograde, I said that this Mercury retrograde actually feels like a very lucky Mercury retrograde, okay? Of the important things. My guides are like the important things, JJ. So there's this like, you know, of course, there's going to be ups and downs. We're seeing it here in your cards, but I feel like your guides are saying overall, it's going to be a lucky Mercury retrograde. It's like suddenly this big case closes, or, you know, you get this big promotion, or you get this, what does my husband call it? Bonus. Bonus from your job. Like something big. It's like your hard work. You're seeing your hard work pay off is what I'm picking up here. But there is something in your memory. There's something that is coming back up. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Remember that this is in the past. Do not get caught up in that. I do see a beautiful reward here for you guys. Oh, look at that. And I said I saw a chessboard. Okay, so strategize. Whatever money is coming in for you, strategize, plan. Plan what you're going to do with that money. How are you going to invest it? I feel like you're going to be able to look at your big life picture. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly, but it's like you're looking at the future. You're looking ahead here. And then we have eternal love. And then we have nightmare. Like I said, there's something that is coming up that is like, it's creating a Five of Swords moment in your head. It's creating this like tug of war. It could be something related to maybe a relationship, because we do have eternal love there. So it says eternity, consistency, and soulmate. So this can be in regards to a soulmate or just someone that you are in partnership with. The Two of Wands, like I said, it's like you're looking at a new direction. You're making a decision here. It's kind of like you're looking at the fact that you do have the world in your hands, that you can move in any direction that you want. It's a lot of reevaluating here, literally. I feel like there's something from the past that is, it's creating this like suffering here. But I feel like this Mercury retrograde is ending it. Again, death is significant here. I feel like this is the death of your old self. I also feel like this could be someone, like I said, that has passed on, okay, and you're celebrating their 1-year anniversary. This can also be here, like there's a tower moment here, or this is a tower moment that has happened and you had to be strong. And like I said, if you skip the intro, there is like this climax, this culmination that is happening for the collective with this Mercury retrograde because of the connections that it's doing with Jupiter. So it's bringing this like these big epiphanies here. These big conversations are happening here. And for some of you, it feels like it's in regards to love, work. Maybe a reconstruction of some sort, because I'm hearing my neighbors, because they are doing construction next door. So maybe, and because of the tower here too, it's like now you're going to reconstruct something that is more solid, something that has this energy of eternity, of like a forever. This can be in your work, this can be in your relationships. It's like you're planning something new. That's the Two of Wands too. It's this energy of planning. So Mercury retrograde is asking you to have fun, right? But also to plan ahead, not take action, plan ahead, think about it, right? What is it that you want to do? What is it that you want? Yes, because there is this Seven of Pentacles. This is a time of taking notes. The Seven of Pentacles, a card about getting your rewards. Again, like I said, you're getting a big reward here, pile number one. I don't know what this is about. It could be your work. It can be in your love life. I don't know what this is, but it's something that you've kind of had to be strong about, or you kind of have been fighting, okay, or have been having to put your foot down, or it's something that was challenging at some point. It's like now Spirit is rewarding you with that Seven of Pentacles. But I feel like at the same time, you're also reevaluating and cutting your losses where you need to cut your losses. For some of you, you are closing out a book here, a chapter, and you're like, yeah, and I'm not opening that chapter anymore. But she is holding the grapes. So this again makes me think of you're receiving your harvest here. And I feel like your ancestors are the ones here that are also bringing this harvest to you. You know what this feels like? This feels like a very enjoyable time, even though we do have the tower here. But I feel like it's because what it's doing is letting me know and letting you know, for those who resonate with this, is that you had a tower moment, but now you're looking at like the future. Now you're kind of like, you know, how can I rebuild this? And how can this be stable this time around? Yeah, Pluto, transformation. Because I do feel like pile number one, you guys have been in this energy of rebirth, of renewal. But there's also this energy of obsession. And I feel like that's that nightmare energy that I was picking up on. This energy of like your thoughts. Be very careful with those thoughts. Because I do feel like you're moving on to better and bigger things. We do have Mercury here. So again, this Mercury retrograde is indeed putting you on your north node. And so if anything falls to the sidelines, if anything like doesn't work, if anything closes out in your life, just know that it's because it's not in alignment with your north node. It's not in alignment with where you are going. And it does feel here that with this Mercury retrograde that there's some type of communication that is going to happen, like I said earlier. And again, we have Venus at the bottom. Not Venus, what did I say that? Leo. So maybe Venus retrograde here. And yeah, we had eternal love. So it does feel here that there's something here that you're creating. There's something here that is, you need to connect with your inner child. I feel like you're looking back and you're going to connect with that inner child. I feel like there's going to be more playtime, more fun time. I feel like you're taking things a lot slower with this Mercury retrograde. Okay, it's actually a really good one. Like, I'm not gonna... Yeah, no, it feels really good. It feels light. I will clarify the Tower. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be you. You're the one that's going to be making these sacrifices. You're going to be like, yeah, no, I'm closing certain things because you are going to be in a period of reassessing. And I did say that this Mercury retrograde for me was all about being in like the witness program. No, but there's this like you're witnessing something in your life. Now let me clarify this Tower here. Let me see if I can get a new deck. One that is friendly for other people here. Not for other people, but for, you know, you guys know what I mean. I think this one should be friendly enough. So let's see. Clarify this Tower for pile number 1. Clarify this Tower. Six of Pentacles. There's money. The give and the take. I feel like you're not giving to a lot of things. Like you are, again, you're assessing, where am I giving my energy? Where am I giving my thoughts to? Like, you know, my emotions to? And is it something that I should be investing in? I feel like you're cutting out anything that is just not in alignment and it's not giving the same energy to you. And we have the Son of Pentacles and the Star. Like I said, there's a lot of planning, looking to the future. This is North Node energy, but this is also healing. This is also your guides around you at this time. The Son of Pentacles is a card about, well, it's the Knight of Pentacles. We know this is the slowest moving knight in the deck. But he gets to where he wants to go. There's no doubt about that. If there is a knight that knows commitment, it's the Knight of Pentacles. And I feel like here you're seeing something through. I feel like this is, again, this wish fulfillment, this like hope coming back to something that you've been investing a lot of energy and time. But at the same time, you're also letting go of a lot of things that maybe you did invest a lot in and you were just like, it's not going to work out for me, so I don't want it. This could also be a job offer too, a new job offer that you don't see coming, that Mercury retrograde will be bringing in as well. Like I said, you're seeing the fruit of your labor here. And the Son of Pentacles is an offer at the end of the day. I feel like this is something that has been a long time coming. And your ancestors are bringing this to you. Of course, because it is Mercury retrograde, make sure you're reading everything. Make sure you're taking your time, that you're assessing this. Yeah, there's some type of offer coming in here. But I feel like it's going to shock you. And you're going to have to make sacrifices along the way. Because in order to accommodate this new one here, this new offer that's coming in. Oh yeah, and this is coming in fast, like I said, because your spirit guides are like, this is time, it's bringing in, it's coming in real fast. With the Chariot and the Hierophant, there's a lot of forward movement here. With the Hierophant, in regards to something that you are committed to, okay, this is something that it feels, with the Hierophant and the Cancer card, because the Chariot is Cancer, some of you are moving towards commitment or higher level of commitment. Maybe with the Cancer sign, maybe with the Taurus. This is Jupiter. Jupiter will be making aspects to Mercury because Jupiter will be in Taurus. Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like you're walking away from something that just, I don't know, it was broken. It just wasn't giving anymore. But you're building something else here with the Eight of Pentacles, and it has to do with work. Your work is looking really good. It can just be that you are, you know, planning ahead for your work. Could be a job offer here, a corporation, a company, something like this. Someone makes an offer, a solid offer. But I also feel here you're stepping towards freedom. I feel like if there was stagnation before, it's not going to be there for that much longer. I feel like Mercury retrograde, when it starts moving direct, your life is going to start like speeding. But that is what I have for you guys. I am going to pull just one last spirit guide card here for you guys, just to wrap it up for this Mercury retrograde. You are your purpose. Look at that. It's all about purpose. I feel like you guys are discovering what your purpose is. Maybe for some of you, you have been feeling lost for a while, not knowing which direction to go, not knowing if you were on track, or not knowing what your path was. But I feel like this Mercury retrograde, like I said, is bringing valuable information for you guys. At the bottom of the deck, we do have lost but never alone. Yeah. Big things are coming in. Big things are coming in. And I feel like because you are your purpose, like the card says, I feel like you're going to be making these changes. I am going to read this card for you guys. Okay, so number 25. Again, this could be a past loved one that's bringing this information. Just because I saw 25 and that's my brother's birthday, who passed away last year. So it could be that someone, like I said, someone that passed away is coming in, bringing you some type of information, okay? Something that you're meant to know now. The card says, you are here to learn about yourself, and learning about yourself will bring reasons to search for more. Remember, you will find nothing if you do not seek. A wise spirit sage is telling you that all the answers you require thus far are indeed in you. So now is the time to look within. It is only by learning how to go to the deeper part of your own spirit that you will learn to allow your true spiritual nature to shine in this world. When you learn how to do that, you won't need to look for your true purpose anymore. You will be your purpose and a bearer of light on the path. So for some of you, this is where you've been. You've been in this period of introspection, and you've been looking at, like the card says, at these deeper aspects of you, which they're not fun, right? These shadow aspects, they're not easy. They are tower moments for sure. But I feel for many of you, that you're going to be moving forward. You're going to be searching for it, because you're going to find it within yourself, that purpose. And I feel like there's an ancestor here who is helping you with that. And I feel like this is a big shift in your work, a big transformation in your work as well, and in your relationships, because we did have eternal love. But that is what I have for you guys. Again, deeper commitment to your work, to your purpose, to yourself, and to your partners. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Let's have a look what this Mercury retrograde, what is it going to be bringing into your life? What is going on? How does the energy feel like? And if you skipped the intro, I did talk about how this Mercury retrograde is going to feel, in a way, lucky. Okay, lucky. Big conversations are going to happen. It's making aspects to Jupiter, and so it's bringing in this like lucky energy. And pile number 1 saw this. This came through, luck. So yeah, I feel like there is this Mercury retrograde is going to be quite different. It feels light in nature. So we shall see. Okay. So pile number 2, let's have a look. This is the main meat of your Mercury retrograde, and we have open to love. Okay, that one can be a little heavy. That one can be a little heavy, especially if you're someone who you haven't been open to love in a while, right? Especially if you're someone who suppresses your emotions, if you're someone who, hasn't cried in years. I know I've cried so much this Venus retrograde, you guys. It's been, I think I haven't cried like that in such a long time. Those crying moments when you're like, and you're like, you can't even catch your breath. Okay, so I was in those moments as well. So if you've been in those moments, it's okay That's all part of the healing. The healing is not beautiful. The healing can sometimes be, I mean, it is beautiful, but it can be muddy, and it can be, it's sometimes can be a bit chaotic as well. So just honor that. But for you guys, this Mercury retrograde feels like it's going to rotate around love and relationships. But I feel like this is around your heart chakra opening up. So your heart might have been feeling very heavy. Maybe you have had heart palpitations, things like this. I know I had some right now that Venus was going retrograde. And nothing is wrong, you guys. It was just like, I feel like how much my heart chakra was opening, that it was manifesting in my physical body. And so it was this chest pain, and trust me, I went to like doctors and things like that, because I was like, oh my god, like, is something going on? I have to make sure. I have kids. But they were like, no, you're perfectly fine, it's okay. They were like, sometimes the heart does the fluttering, things like that. So I was like, okay. So I was like, I'm gonna assume it's my heart chakra awakening, which I am going through one. I've been on one for a while, I think for the beginning of the year. So maybe you guys, because we are connected, you guys resonate with me for a reason. You guys might be going through that. And so with that comes revisiting maybe old situations from past lovers, right? And kind of healing the wounds around that in order for you to open up to love. This includes opening up to trust, opening up to compassion and harmony, right? Changing the narrative you have around love. And so this Mercury retrograde, I feel like here, relationships, there's something going on in relationships. I feel like you're opening up to more fulfillment as well, which is good. I feel like more happiness. I'm getting that for you guys. So I am shuffling in the background because I will be shuffling here. I feel like before, because her stance always makes me think of like someone who's, I don't know why, but it looks so judgmental, like her hands on the hips, kind of like when your mother looks at you and when you've done something wrong. They like put their hands in the hips and they're like, dime, a ver, dime, a ver si te creo, kind of thing, right? Kind of like, yeah, right, I'm not buying your story, kind of thing. So I feel like for some of you, yeah, because look, you guys have been through it in the past with the Ten of Swords in regards to love, pile number 2. You guys have been through it. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have been cheated before in the past. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have been betrayed by the people that you most love, the people that maybe you opened your heart to them, and that's why you ended up closing your heart because of these situations here. We have the Ten of Swords and Seven of Swords coming out together. So this isn't easy energy, and I feel like you needed to open your heart again. And in order for you to do that, I feel like you had to revisit these certain situations, okay? Not that you had to relive them, revisit them in your mind, right? Yeah, in order for you to move forward, because we do have here as well the Judgment card. In order for you to open up your heart, look at that, yeah. In order for you to go through this like emotional maturity, okay, emotional intelligence, because let me tell you, going through these situations, something that I've learned, I've gone through these situations myself with my first partner, it's not easy. It's not easy. And so they leave a mark, dejan secuelas that are not easy to heal. I feel that you've been looking at that, right? Things from the past, things that were very rooted there. And these might have happened when you were younger, emotionally too. And so I feel like you needed to step into this King of Cups energy. And so this Mercury retrograde is going to, I feel like in some way, culminate this in order for you to step into this freedom with the Judgment and finding forgiveness. And I know that's hard, you guys, but it's possible. Finding forgiveness and forgiving yourself as well, because I feel like usually when we're in the situations like this of like getting cheated or being betrayed, we usually tend to blame ourselves, right? As someone who's gone through this, I know this. It's not easy because the first thing you do is you blame yourself. You're like, what did I do wrong? Did I, was I lacking something? And so it creates all these wounds, right? So I feel like here you had to kind of heal this, because look at these cards, but the Star card came out as well. You needed to find balance within yourself too here, in order for you to open up to love more, okay? see. Stress reduction. I feel like this was creating a lot of stress in your mind. You know, creating this like a little bit of paranoia, like, is this gonna happen again? Keeping my guard up kind of energy. And so I feel like by you healing this, and I feel like during this Mercury retrograde, because it's coming to a culmination, it's like the stress is finally like gone, you know? It's like you're gonna feel a lot more lighter here. Because this was taking, like, it was giving you stress not only in your mind, but also in your body. And I feel for some of you, this Mercury retrograde feels like a, I don't know why I'm getting like a spa day, kind of like just relaxing, kind of recharging energy. Let's see. We have, yeah, revealing your true self. And for some of you, I feel like there was a lot of fear in doing that just because of what you've gone through. For some of you, it could have, maybe it's not like me, that it was with my first love or my first relationship. Maybe for some of you, this is around friends. Maybe this is around parent, family, you know. And so there was this kind of like, I had to wear a mask, or I had to wear a shield. I had to wear kind of like a protector, an armor here. I feel like during this time, it's important that you continue to be gentle with yourself. Okay, it's important. Work with amethyst here. Yeah, these were life-changing experiences, I'm not gonna lie. But I also feel like you healing this in itself will create this life-changing experience for you. It says it's time of big and blessed change for you. It's time of a big... Oh, I'm skipping the word. Sorry, you guys. Mercury retrograde. It's a time for big and blessed change for you. And God is supporting you each step of the way. And then at the bottom we have own your divine power. Replace codependent people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. Okay. And for some of you, maybe there was this fear, right? Like, if I speak up in relationship, it's going to lead me back to this Ten of Swords energy. Again, there was a lot of fear here. Okay. But what is this Mercury retrograde going to bring in? A lot more peace with that Four of Swords, the Judgment, a lot more freedom, releasing, the Star, healing, emotional intelligence, more emotional balance with the Father of Cups here. Star blanket, transition. So this Mercury retrograde is bringing a transition into your life. I feel like everybody is on this one here. If you resonate with me, you're gonna probably are tired of hearing like, you guys are in a transition period. You guys are in a death and rebirth. I know, you guys. I get tired of it. I'm like, give me something else. But it is what it is. And look at that. Because you're stepping into wholeness and you needed to accept this situation, heal this situation. Okay, it doesn't mean that what this person did or what these people did was right. Okay, it doesn't mean that you deserve that. But I feel like in some way you internalized that and it was hindering your path forward. And so it needed to be revisited, it needed to be healed, and it needed to be released, right? In order for you to step into wholeness. Yep, because that is how you were going to get realigned here. So let's see. I want to read number 44 here for you guys. So it says, traditionally, a star blanket is gifted as an honor of passage through special times of one's life, such as birth, marriage, graduation, and other life events that create an extraordinary shift for one's being. Again, like I said, this Mercury retrograde is kind of like, in a sense, a culmination. It's a graduation here. I feel for you guys, it's kind of like Spirit saying, look, you healed this. Good job. You did it kind of energy here. Although we often think that these events are filled with positivity and joy, sometimes shifts in our lives take time to integrate. That's what you were doing. You were integrating this shadow aspect, this painful moment in time in your life. If you have been through one such event, this blanket comes with comfort and assurance. There are times in our lives where we hold a lot of attachment with how life should unfold. We yearn for a straightforward path with joy and no pain. Life isn't always like this. And this card affirms that if you are feeling unsettled or filled with grief around a transition, it's okay. Sometimes outcomes aren't always as expected. And you are asked to trust that the Creator continues to hold a vision of the most aligned path for you. This card carries the medicine of the morning star, the most illuminated star in the east that shines before dawn. You are reminded to stay aligned with hope through your current transition. The light will always return. So for some of you, even during this Mercury retrograde, there might be still a little bit there that you're working through, but just know that it's because you're integrating this. You need to heal it, okay? And I know it's painful. I know it's not easy. It says, an ancestor that loves you deeply wraps a star blanket around your body, signifying the passage through a significant life event, growth, or evolution for you. You feel a warmth and tingling on the back of your body as the blanket offers stardust to you. Envision yourself as an empty, spacious container aligned with the energy of the universe. Allow yourself to be filled with waves of comfort from above. Cozy in this blanket of honoring your transition is blessed with hope. Again, I feel like this Mercury retrograde is just going to maybe just sum up what the transition is for you. Close it out in order for you to step back into wholeness, because again, this is a life-changing moment. It's like I said, in these transitions, sometimes they're really good, sometimes they are filled with joy and with, you know, love and laughter, and sometimes there are things in our life that we have to integrate that are not fun, that are painful, that are difficult, that are not easy. But you did it. I want to say you did it, pile number 2. You did it. Yeah, because you are now you're welcoming back the part of yourself that is kind of like soul retrieval here. You're recalling those parts of yourself that in at some time you kind of disowned because of the pain. I mean, you know, when things are painful, we tend to kind of just hide, right? It's an instinct thing to cover, to shield, or to abide sometimes, right? Because we're scared. Yes. But you needed to do this in order for you to raise your vibration and in order for you to shine your light. Because you are now, yes, you're now building from a solid ground. That's why this situation needed to be revisited. And that's what this Mercury retrograde in some ways kind of wrapping up for you. But let's wrap it up with a spirit guide message, and then we're gonna move on to pile number 3. No, that's too many cards. I'm not gonna take those. That's too many cards, you guys. Sorry. Give me one card. One card. No. One card. They're like, no. And we have, it's time to move forward. Yes, that's why this situation, that's why you needed to revisit this. And I know it's hard, you guys. I'm sending you guys a big hug. I am. Connect with Mother Earth, connect with Gaia, connect with your heart chakra. It was time. It was time to move forward from this. You couldn't carry this with you anymore. You couldn't. So let me just read number 5, and then we're going to close it out. Number 5 here. It says, when your thoughts have been stuck on the same thing for too long. See what I mean? It's time to move on to the other things. No matter how dark and heavy the clouds of emotion that have built up in your mind, remember that above them is a light waiting to shine through. It is time to direct your thoughts to the power of the spirit healers and helpers who are ready to help you, and ask to be shown a way out of despair. Ask this once a day until you feel the weight of the emotions lifting and the healing light raising your mind to better things again. Truly beautiful spirit healers are all close to you as you own your thoughts right now. Yeah. Like I said, there was something here that you were stuck in that was there in your subconscious. And like my therapist once said, this was my first therapist, she told me, just because it's cloudy outside doesn't mean that the sun is not there. The sun comes out every day. It's just the cloud sometimes doesn't allow us to see it, but it's always there. So take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Bye, guys. Hello, pile number 3. This is your message for this Mercury retrograde. Remember that Mercury retrograde will be in retrograde until September 15th. It started yesterday in the sign of Virgo. It will be also making conjunctions with Venus, or contacts with Venus that is also in Virgo retrograde, and it will also be making contacts to Jupiter that is going to be in Taurus. So this Mercury retrograde, if you skip the intro, feels very lighter. It feels very not light in the sense like, oh, it's gonna be fun. Like, no, it's lighter in the sense of like everybody's getting big clarities, big epiphanies, big realizations because of the aspects that is making with Jupiter. But not only that, it feels like it's a big climatic point in something that has been going on for the past few days, maybe weeks, okay, or maybe since the beginning of the year, I don't know, but it feels more positive than usual. But let's see. This is the main the main message here. Teach and share, instill, instruct, and educate. Okay, at 1 minute 11 seconds when I said that. Ooh, pile number 3. You guys are my teachers. Are you guys gonna be 33 years old this year? Or is your birthday just passed? If it did, a happy birthday to all my Virgos out there. I hope you guys are having a beautiful season and a beautiful solar return. Look at this. You're teaching, sharing. There's something that you need to share, that you must share here. There's something that you know. There's something that you've gone through. There's something that you will inspire other people. For some of you, you're going back to school. For some of you, you're wrapping up something. For some of you, getting clarity when it comes to what exactly it is that you want to do or want to study, or what degree to get, or if you even want to go back to school. There's something here that I feel like you're implementing. It's a lot of red, so it has to do, it's going to impact your security and impact, like it's going to build, it's going to help you build something here, something more stable. Maybe you're going to be holding like webinars, seminars, or maybe you're attending a class that's going to help you, that is going to assist you for something in the future. For some of you, you're teaching children. Some of you want to teach children. That's also coming through because the kids here look like children. I feel like for some of you, this Mercury retrograde is going to encourage you to try something new, to try something that you haven't done before, to step out of the box a bit here, to do something unorthodox. This could also be a skill that is being passed on to you. You might be the student here. But you also might be joining like a new mentorship program or something like this. Let's see what Tarot has to say here. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a knight, so he's moving. He's in movement. It's like, I feel like even though you see the danger, you're taking a leap, right? Because there's a shark here. I feel like you're following your heart more here. You're following your heart. You're trusting something. There's an offer coming your way. It could be from family. It doesn't have to be. But again, there's like this group setting going on here. The Ten of Cups, there is a lot of happiness. There's a lot of fulfillment here. There's a lot of peace and harmony. If there was any disharmony between family members or a partner, this is coming to an end as well. And we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is, people call her the Ice Queen. For some of you, okay. For some of you, you have felt isolated or left out from family members, okay? Because I split the deck and we do have the Five of Pentacles. Like kind of feeling like shunned out or like left out. For some of you, there is a lot of wisdom that you have around that you can teach. Like teach about your journey. Teach about how you went from feeling this Five of Pentacles energy, this Ten of Swords energy, right? Feeling hurt, feeling betrayed, not feeling accepted, to now turning into the Queen of Wands, this empowered person, this amazing manifester, this person who is confident in who they are and they know who they are. For some of you, there is the particular family member here, because we do have the Ten of Cups, that is the Queen of Swords. And so this is someone who is not emotional at all. She's not emotional. I mean, look at her throne. It's made out of, it's carved out of stone. But I do see here that there will be a new beginning here. I don't know if some of you want to reconnect with, this came out today on IG actually. You might be a fire sign. Like we saw the Queen of Wands and now we're seeing the King of Wands at the bottom. For some of you, you're wanting to reconnect with the Queen of Swords. Someone that maybe you felt like you could have had a family with this person, or this person just felt like family to you. Maybe this person is reaching out with the Knight of Cups. This person wants an Ace of Cups. Okay, maybe they do want an Ace of Cups. They have, I mean, their feelings, I feel like they're legit. I feel like they're not here playing games. At least that's not what is coming through, because I channeled the Ace of Cups. They want this Ace of Pentacles. They want this new beginning. This could have been work related too, because of the Ace of Pentacles. Doesn't have to, but it could definitely be. Maybe you guys taught together or something like this, but, or held classes or something, or maybe were in the same class, maybe back in middle school, elementary, high school, college, I don't know. But it's like this person, I don't know, they see you very ice cold towards them. They see you focus on your Ten of Cups. They see you focus on your own happiness, your own well-being. They see you focus on your family. Focus maybe on, maybe you are a teacher. I don't know. But this person does want this Ace of Pentacles. This is someone you're not in communication with. This is the reason why I'm saying this is very familiar to the Instagram message. There could have been a tower moment, or kind of like a tornado or something that happened here. A storm that happened here. And I feel like both of you pulled back with the Strength card here. But I feel like this person feels like they're being guided back to you in some way. That is interesting. So maybe this Mercury retrograde is just bringing someone back to you. Someone that you haven't been in contact with. Someone that you had some type of storm with. Someone with whom you did have love. Maybe a crush with them. With a Knight of Cups. With the hearts coming out of the cups. Let's see, why does this person feel like Spirit is guiding them back to you? Pile number 3. They feel, yeah, some tower moment happened. I feel like this person had some type of, actually it came out like this. It came out in that order. I feel like this person had some type of sudden change in luck. Some type of tower moment. This person is stuck in some type of decision. Or needing to make a decision. I feel like this Mercury retrograde, for some of you, this person did want to build a home. Or maybe something happened with their home. I don't know. Maybe they're having mortgage problems. I don't know. But it feels like now this Mercury retrograde is bringing you to this decision, because the Two of Wands is a decision whether to move forward or not move forward. Maybe this person just sees that you're moving on, and now this person wants to come back with that Ace of Pentacles energy. Again, this is, you're gonna know, this is very specific. You're gonna know if this is for you because you haven't been in contact with this person. You guys have gone through some type of storm. You guys probably went to school together. There could have been a crush kind of energy here. You guys saw each other as family, or maybe both of you have families. Maybe you saw this person buy a house, or maybe you bought a house, something like this, or you saw this person form their family. But some type of tower moment happened to this person, and this person feels like you have the wisdom. Yeah, this person's charging your way. Like, this person is like, I'm finding you type of energy. But the Nine of Wands, I see you being like not available to this person. With the Queen of Swords, I'm getting that same energy. Why? What does this person feel like you can do for them? Or like King of Cups. This person watches you. And that came out on Instagram. This person watches you. They see you living, and I said this person is in their 9 of Pentacles. Like when I was channeling for that, I was like, this person, if you're looking for an air sign, this person is in the 9 of Pentacles. Like this person is just doing their own thing. Yeah, there was some type of like conflict, and this person is having conflict in their home or something like this, and this person is like wanting to come back around. So this Mercury retrograde is this person coming back around, you guys. I'm going to pull it from a completely different tarot deck to see if there's anything else for another set of group of people who are like, no, JJ, this isn't for me. So what else do we have here for the other group of people? We have death. The 5 of Cups. Okay. There's an ending to the sadness or some type of depression here. The 5 of Swords. Whoa. Big changes here with this Mercury retrograde and the moon. There's a deep, profound change in regards to your fears, in regards to the stories that you tell yourself with that 5 of Swords, with conflicts with others as well, conflict with yourself. 5 of Cups is like this energy of things not working out for you. That's ending. You're transitioning out of that. The moon card here, it's like the unknown. I feel like before there was a lot of unknowns here. Well, that's coming to an end. Like I said earlier, this is going to be a big climactic moment for a lot of people. And I feel for a lot of you, things that you were unaware of are going to come to the surface. The Hermit. I feel like you guys have been in hermit mode, but you guys are getting out of that. I feel like you guys are getting out of that. And I feel like this is going to be you guys. This is going to be like a stroke of luck. There is this kind of like looking to the future. There's this energy of you feeling good, you connecting with family, you know, just being relaxed, securing your bag type of energy. And we did have the Hermit at the bottom like I showed you, and right underneath this cards here we did have the Hermit here. This is the Hermit. So maybe you have strong Hermit in your chart. I feel like you're finally releasing a lot of things that were holding you back. Yes, because there's a lot of clarity. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, and with the Magician. 111. These are new beginnings for you. So whatever is being cleared out during this Mercury retrograde, allow it to be cleared out. Just allow it to be cleared out. There's a lot of clarity. There's a victory here for you as well with that Ace of Swords. Yes, like you're looking to the future and the past. See how the Death card is looking to the past? It's like the past, and somehow it has been ending for a while. You've been transitioning out of that. Yeah, and for others of you who resonate with someone coming in, there is someone coming in. And they're determined to come in. I mean, yeah, they want something new. And again, it's heavy on the Libra. I don't know who this Libra is. Or you have strong Libra, or, you know, if you're the Libra. It's like this person wants to, and maybe that's why Spirit is directing them back to you in a way, because there needs to be some type of karma sorted out here. The scales needs to be balanced here. And that's why Spirit is, maybe this person just returning to say whatever it is that they're going to say is your karma, like your positive karma. And that's how the scales will be balanced. Because we have the King of Swords to the Queen of Swords, which is it's a partnership. Maybe something that this person says, you know, brings you clarity. And then we have the Magician here again. It's a time about planning, not taking action. Okay, assessing things. Okay, let me pull one card from this deck here, and then we're going to pull a guidance card from your spirit guides, and then we're going to wrap it up. Diversity. Like I said earlier, could have been same sex as well. Yeah, there's something here. Connection. And we saw relationships too, right? Make an offering to your ancestors, by the way. That's for some of you. Number 40. Let's see. The term two-spirit is used by indigenous people to speak about a person who identifies with the both masculine and feminine energies. Folks who hold this beautiful identity open our minds to the truth that there is a diversity of gender. There can be fluidity to our fixed and binary understanding of identity, and with an open heart and mind, we can move beyond what we have known. The medicine of this card offers rainbow light to your mind and heart, asking you to reflect on your fixed beliefs. Where are you unmovable or unable to see the diversity in people, opinions, and expressions? Where are you being too rigid or closing your heart to another? It's time to let unconditional love penetrate these energies so that you can stay in the flow of connection. And for some of you, that's the reason why you were probably isolated from family. Maybe you weren't understood because maybe you do identify as part of the LGBTQ. And maybe that's something that, again, maybe you're going to teach others, maybe you're going to speak on it, like you have wisdom to share. That's for some of you. There are times when judgment comes from a place of fear or misunderstanding, and you are offered compassion for the times in your life where this has been the case. You can always make amends and offer repair for the times you might have harmed another. Two-spirit energy brings powerful forces forward for you to come clean with yourself, forgive yourself, and move forward with an open heart to see how diverse the world truly is. And for some of you, you're going to have the opportunity to maybe speak on this. Okay, maybe this is something, for some of you might be literally coming out of the closet in some way. I know sometimes when we have family members, they don't accept us, or makes it a little bit harder. But I feel like you're leaving that kind of like fear of expressing who you are. Let's see. Message from your spirit guides. And I feel like you're getting diversity too. If this is someone from the past who's coming back, you guys, maybe listen to what they have to say. Like I said, in some way, it's your karmic justice, okay? So maybe something that they say, like, don't close yourself off, right? Don't assume that you already know what they're going to tell you, because you might not know what they're going to tell you. And maybe what they need to tell you is exactly what you need to hear in some way. Maybe for some of you, this is a friend who's coming in and letting you know that they identify with the LGBTQ, okay? And so they're coming to you as for like shelter, or maybe, I don't know why I'm getting this for some of you. Maybe you took something as rejection, but maybe this person never told you that their sexual preference was like you weren't. Like maybe this person was gay, and so, you took it as like, oh my God, they just didn't like me or whatever. And it's like, no, it's not that. It's just that, they're gay. That's it. And so, hear this person out. I don't know who this is for. That's very specific for someone. It says, do not fear change, embrace it and grow. Okay. Yeah. For some of you, do not fear change. Even if if you identify as LGBTQ, even if you don't, this can be also like you are changing your identity, changing the way you used to do things, the way you are now doing things in life. Like, it's okay. It's normal to fear the change, but don't let that hold you back, right? It's uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable. So number 34 here. Let's see. I'm going to read it for you guys. At the bottom, we have it's time to move forward, which this card, who else got this? I think pile number 2. Yeah, pile number 2. Like letting your fears go and moving forward. And number 34 says, when snow blankets the earth on the longest night of the year, we are reminded that all was birthed from the dark. You are currently moving into a season of hibernation. I said this in the beginning of the intro. We are all in this like witness phase. Bear medicine returns to us to to the quiet, reminding us that in the time of solitude, we can have the opportunity to allow for the medicine of the spaciousness to flow through us. Emptiness, curiosity, and trust are all being called. Oh my God, you guys, I'm reading the wrong book. But okay, I'm going to continue reading it just because I feel like I was like, wait, why are we getting hibernation? Maybe there's a message for you guys here. Sorry, you guys. Wrong guidebook. But it says here, let me just continue reading it. Carry a divine spark of light that is meant to illuminate the world. The more you can release control of what you think you need to do and sink into the void of unknowing, the better. It is in these spaces that miracles and magic touch us. And when you are aligned with this medicine right now, Bear is holding potent healing energy for you, protecting your sacred space. In your surrender to rest, you are held. Okay. So maybe that was a message for someone there, knowing that, yes, you've been in hibernation. I feel like it's because you have been hiding something about yourself that I feel like you're ready now to kind of bring forth. Number 34. Now the actual one. Let's see the actual message. It says, don't fear change, embrace it now and grow. Change is a large part of the human journey, and in order to grow, you have to know change at some point. The wise spirits, sages, and masters know that everything in the human world is impermanent and will therefore change. And because of this, the acceptance is transformation in itself. Watching life evolve over time has taught them that those who learn not to resist evolutionary changes will always survive, whereas those who struggle with them will not. It is because life is always changing that so many lessons can be learned here. Now is not the time to concern yourself with being right or wrong. It is the time to change and adapt. Accept this and you will grow. You will always know this in your heart. Yeah, like I said, there's a big change here and you're growing through this change. And for some of you, like I said earlier, it has to do with your love life. For others of you, it has to do with family. For others of you, it has to do with this person from the past coming back. This one seems a little bit more, a little bit more heavy, which I'm not surprised. But I feel like Spirit is saying now it's your time with the Judgment card coming out again. Like now this is your time. This is your time to start fresh, to start clean, to embrace yourself for who you fully are. And what you represent, Yeah. But that is what I have for you guys. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Sending you guys a big hug. Bye.